Hello, I'm Paul Korn from Tombstone Creek Outfitting in northern Missouri. We specialize in deer and turkey hunts, 100% archery. This video is to give you an idea of what it's like or why you'd want to book a hunt with us. First of all, you found our website, www.tombstonecreekoutfitting.com. We would like you to go ahead and read through all the pages on the website so you 100% understand exactly what we're doing. If you have any questions, feel free to call the number on the website. As far as potential dates that are available, we run about an 80% repeat rate, and I run a list for repeat customers that are looking for particular dates like rut hunts, late season hunts, maybe the opener, etc., stuff like that. Very important that you go on the hunt packages page and look and see what's available. If you see something that you think that might work for you, you can go ahead on the Contact Us page and send an email. That email will come to me or one of my employees, and we will try to get in contact and figure out if the dates are going to work for you. We really would like to personally talk to each person that wants to book a hunt so we can make sure that your goals and our goals are going to be compatible with each other. Very important, we want to both know what we're getting into before we commit to coming to northern Missouri on our deer hunt. You will see on the hunt packages page what the cost of each particular hunt is and what we have for available time slots. You can see by the prices of the hunt, they pretty much go in accordance to a 3 to 5 year average on typically, what the activity is opportunity-wise for the particular hunt that you're looking at. As an example, if you found a date that would work for you, let's just use the example of hunt number 1, September 15th through the 19th. That is our season opener. You would simply send 1/3 of the deposit in. We can work out the details on that either by PayPal, credit card, you can send a check, but we'll get 1/3 in. Another third will be due 90 days prior to the hunt, and then the final third is due prior to the hunt or upon arrival on the day before the hunt. So the 14th of September will be the day you're arriving into camp for that hunt. We would want you to try to get in by midday so we have plenty of time to get you settled in, orientated, and then take you out to the property and show you where you're going to be hunting. As far as what properties you're going to be hunting, we have several properties available. At the shooting of this video, it's over 70. We're going to look at if you're a previous customer, places you've hunted before, what the food sources are doing, if the acorns are dropping, what the scouting cameras are showing. We're going to take all the information that we have and put the right property with the right hunter, which we feel makes the best fit. So there is some method to our madness as far as who is hunting what property, and a lot of people like to ask. When you book your hunt, we can talk a little bit more about that, and I can describe in more detail exactly how we do that. So you get into camp the day before your hunt. We show you the properties, you shoot your bows, you get unpacked. You're going to be staying in a cabin. Our cabins are 12 by 12. Everything is set up in pairs of 2s at TCO. If you come by yourself, you'll obviously be in a cabin by yourself. We don't like to put people with people that they don't know. But the cabins are all outside, and we have a house that is community to everybody. So even though the cabins have little refrigerator, coffee makers, microwaves, we have everything you need in the house to do all the big cooking. There's a couple of big gas grills that sit outside. A lot of people like to do that. And we have pizza makers, microwaves, slow cookers, stuff like that. All the pots, pans, plates, everything you need. All you need to do is just bring your food. So how we keep our costs down at Tombstone Creek Outfitting is that you are preparing your own meals and you're providing your own transportation to and from the properties that you will be hunting. Once again, you get in the day before your hunt starts, and we'll take you out to the property. We'll make that plan A. As things change, wind directions, deer movement, stuff like that, and your hunt evolves, we will always look at trying to get you onto another property if what you're doing is not working out. But please remember, you need to be patient, and sometimes you don't want to walk away from a property too quickly. We know it's only a 5-day hunt on average, but we really have to try to do what makes sense. We're going to try to accommodate you. We can never guarantee anything other than we're going to work really hard to try to put you on deer. When you look at the hunt slots, we do them in 5-day periods, and we try to do the best we can to stick to the actual dates that are on the schedule. If you do need to change a little bit one way or the other by a day or two, we can more than likely accommodate that. We try to stick to the schedule so that it makes our season flow and work correctly. But if something comes up and it's going to throw you off by a day or two one way or the other, we can always talk about that. But we'll do our best to accommodate your dates. Some of the things that we do is help with hunt planning. In other words, if you're a new customer and you haven't been to Tombstone Creek Outfitting, we'll probably talk about each hunt in the morning and the afternoon as the hunt unravels, so we can try to help and give you information about the particular farms that you're hunting or some other ideas of what to do. We recommend that you bring a tree stand with either a climber or a hang-on or both, or maybe even a ground blind, so that you can make adjustments to deer movement as your hunt unfolds. Now, when we bring you out to the properties that you're going to start hunting, they will have a stand or two on them in a high traffic area, maybe on a small food plot, a pinch point, just areas of high deer travel. We want you to be able to make those adjustments to the deer as your hunt is unfolding. In other words, if you see a buck on the next ridge over and he makes a scrape and you see a couple other deer, we want you to try to slip in there the next evening or the next time the wind is right. Get in there with your tree stand very carefully and cautiously and try to take that deer. As you know, there's no way we can possibly have a tree stand every place where it's going to be good. So we start out in very high traffic deer areas and hang sets to get you started. We have noticed that hunters that smartly adjust to deer movement using stealth hunting skills and correct wind directions increase their success rate by double. When a deer is arrowed, we 100% help with the deer recovery. We have a vehicle setup that has a four-wheeler on it, a game cart, all the equipment to be able to get the deer out of the woods. That way, if you're tracking it, we can make the call on what to do and what steps to take. This way we can help get the deer back to camp, get pictures, and we'll help you with whatever you need as far as getting it quartered, caped, in the freezer. Some people like to cut their own deer up. If you want to do that, that is absolutely not a problem. We normally just quarter them, put them in the freezer. But if you would like to take care of your own deer, you can cut and wrap it right there. We have a place to do that. If you have any questions during your hunt, we highly recommend you talk to myself or one of the guys in camp so that we can keep things moving fluidly and keep you on your goal of trying to take a great Missouri buck. A lot of people ask me how I come up with the properties that they're hunting. And really it's a combination of if the person has been there before, then we like to put them on properties that they know, like, and that give them an advantage because they know where to start and what to do. For new people, it's always take the best available property. Some people think that that's a disadvantage, but sometimes it's not. We may have very good properties that people just haven't hunted before, and they pick properties that they've hunted in the past and they overlook or they just pass on some other really good properties. So people shouldn't think that it's going to be a disadvantage because they're coming into camp. And that makes sense because if you like your hunt at Tombstone Creek Outfitting and you come back next year, I'm sure you'll want to hunt the properties that you hunted before, especially if you've seen some good deer, took a good deer, or just had a good hunt. So we try to get you, if we still have those leases, or if it's a property that we own, we do everything we can to try to get you back on that property. After your hunt is completed on your 5th day, which would be the 19th in this scenario, you're welcome to spend the night, or you can take off the evening. We recommend that you at least make plans to stay, even if you're going to take off, just in case on the last evening you hit a deer and we need to leave it overnight because of a shot that's less than perfect. We don't want to try and push or rush the recovery of an animal because you have to leave. So please make plans on staying so we can do everything we can to recover that deer. The cabins are for sleeping in, but the house is for cooking and gathering. We also have Wi-Fi in the house and satellite TV, so don't worry, you're not going to miss the big football game on Monday night. Quick recap, booking your hunt with Tombstone Creek Outfitters. You went through the website, you've read everything. You've picked dates that you think will work. You've either called or emailed so we can discuss your hunt. If the dates are going to work, we'll go ahead and book with a 1/3 deposit. Another third is due 90 days out, the balance prior to or upon arrival into camp. You will get to camp the day before your hunt starts, so we have time to go over topo maps, put a plan together, and take you out to properties that you will be hunting. When you get to camp, you will unload your stuff in your cabin where you're going to be staying for the next 5 days. The house is equipped for cooking and gathering and planning at the end of each day, morning and evening, as your hunt unfolds. We will help as much or as little as you want with your hunt. If you're a first-time hunter, you're probably going to need more help learning the properties and just getting into the general swing of things. After a deer is arrowed, we recommend you come back to camp and we will come out and help with game recovery. Once we're back in camp, we can get pictures and help you get your deer cut up and get it into the freezer. It's our goal to make your hunt a success. We need to talk about what your goals are. We're hoping that you're looking for a deer to go on the wall or your biggest buck, and first-time hunters, couples, youth are all welcome. We can adjust to your goals. Missouri is just a great place to hunt, and tags are available over the counter. I hope this video has been helpful, and if you think this looks like it might be the hunt for you, give us a call and we'll answer any specific questions that you have. We really would prefer to talk to the people in person before we book so that we know we're a good fit for each other and there's no surprises. Our hunting camp is nothing fancy. We put the money into the hunting properties. We do have heating and air conditioning in the cabins. Everything is clean, dry, and comfortable. We do have archery targets set up in camp so you can practice with your bows. We also have a small archery shop set up in camp. It's just a small building that has a bow press and several common items such as broadheads, game calls, bow holders, and then some TCO gear, sweatshirts, beanies, t-shirts, items like that. Our hunts are considered semi-guided, but we do offer a lot of assistance during your hunt. Crossbows are allowed by the state of Missouri in the general archery season. We do allow crossbows. We just want you to make sure that you're familiar and know how to use your weapon. If this all sounds like it's for you, give us a call and we'll get you lined up with a hunt in northern Missouri at Tombstone Creek Outfitting. Shoot straight. Hopefully, we'll see you this fall.